Several years ago, when I started my show, I built a little website just so I could have a place to talk to you guys. And over the course of the last couple of years, I've learned that the way I created this website, it was totally flat. It was not functional, and it didn't grow with me as my cooking has progressed. And about 2 years ago, I had this crazy idea that I wanted to build my website from scratch. I wanted to start from nothing. I wanted to plan how I wanted it to be, and I wanted a website that could support a recipe database that was fully searchable and printable. And so I embarked on a journey to make that happen. And I've been talking about this for about 2 years from now. I had the idea, I think about 1.5 years ago, I started on the project, and I keep telling everybody that it's coming. I'm making progress because everybody wants to be able to get the recipes, and they want to be able to print them and search them and all that fun stuff. And we're there, right? So today, it's Wednesday, and we are officially launching the brand new AmyLearnsToCook.com. I am so happy that this phase 1 of it is done. We have a complete recipe database. We have an area for the pan room, an area for my cookbook library, and an area for you to get to know me personally. And this has been a labor of love. It's been a lot of labor for me to get all those recipes in there, but it's done and it's here. So join me. It's Wednesday. What's up? We are officially launching the brand new AmyLearnsToCook.com. So join me for a tour. So here's the new website. I am pretty much over the moon that I was able to get it running up, and it has a lot of the functionality that I really wanted in the new website. So I just want to take this opportunity first and foremost to thank Eric, because he offered a lot of the sort of technical end that I needed to get this website up and running. I do not have a background in web by any stretch of the imagination. So when I was approaching this project, I didn't know even where to start. And he got me started, and he also, did a lot of research to make some things happen. And so thank you, Eric. I really appreciate it. I also want to thank all of you, because you have been so patient with me being absent from a lot of things, because I spent absolutely hours and hours and hours and hours getting all the recipes in there, getting it set up, getting everything working. Then Google made some changes, and so I had to redo my entire database right in the middle of the project. It was something, let me tell you. But you guys stuck with me, and I really appreciate it. I know I've been saying over and over and over again that I'm going to have a new website, and some people didn't think I was ever going to get there, because it has literally taken me a year to get to have the time, because I work a full-time job, and between filming and working, I don't have the time to invest a ton of time into it. So I've been doing it slowly over the course of quite a bit of time. And I really appreciate your patience. And I really want to send a big shout out to my Facebook group, because sometimes between work and filming and working on my website, I don't have a chance to immediately respond to postings and comments in there, as well as comments on my YouTube channel. I will be getting better at that. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And so let's go on with the tour. So this is the new site, and I'm really proud of how far I've come compared to my old site. My old site was flat. It was sort of like one of these cut and paste kind of websites, and I knew that I needed to move to a real bona fide website that was built so I could have control of every aspect of it, and that's pretty much what I've done. My old website didn't even have the ability for me to put a database on it for my recipes. That's why all along I haven't had any place to put them, and now I do, right? So at the very top you will see my brand new logo. Yay! Not sure if this is going to end up on the YouTube channel, but it is up here on the new website, along with my new tagline, "Learn to cook one recipe at a time." I wasn't going to let that mound of information out there on recipes and cooking to intimidate me and get in the way between me and cooking. So I decided I was going to adopt a one recipe at a time approach. And what that is I choose something that I want to learn to master. That doesn't mean that's the only thing I cook, of course not. But I make a decision that I want to master something. I want to master making creme brulee, because I really feel like as a cook, you need to take one thing at a time. I am techniques driven. I look for recipes that I can learn a new technique, and that learns overall, it helps me become a better cook overall, because I can apply that technique to other recipes. So the technique could be braising, it could be grilling, it could be pan frying, it could be, baking a certain way. Whatever that technique is, I love to find a new recipe that teaches me a technique that I can use in the future. So one recipe at a time is a philosophy that I live by as a cook. So the next thing you'll see is the main menu across the top. There's a button to always get you back to the home page, to my recipe database, to my pan room, and I'll show you that, to basically my cookbook library that I call the Cookbook Canon, and my About page. You will also see links to social media, email, my Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. So if you want to connect with me on any of these platforms, just go ahead and hit this button and it will take you right there. Also, there's a graphic here that this will take you to my About page. So I included a slider that contains featured recipes, ones that I really like and that I cook frequently. It also contains the latest recipe that I posted here on the main page. It also has featured recipes here on the sidebar, as well as direct links to the recipe databases here on the sidebar. So you have my search, you can search by category, as well as you can look at the archives by month. It has What's New in Amy's Library. This is the latest book that I bought from my cookbook library. This is basically what I'm reading now. This American Test Kitchen Bread Illustrated is the latest book that I added to my library. If you click on it, it will take you to an Amazon link if you want to take a look at that book. Here's a link to the pan room. This will take you to the same place that this takes you to. You can also see this is the last 12 recipes that I posted on the website, and the last 12 videos that I've made as featured postings here on the front page of the website. And down here at the bottom, you will see there's another area where you can connect with me on social media, a link to my About Me page, my recent post, links to those, as well as this is a search bar for the recipe database, as well as my copyright notice and my privacy policy. So here's my privacy policy, and you can use this home button. It'll take you right back to the home page. So the first thing I wanted to look at was my About Me page. You can access it just by hitting this graphic, or you can access it by clicking About Amy. And this is just a little story about my history and the history of my show and my competitive cooking. So if you want to read through that, you'll learn how I came to making videos. So next, I want to talk about the pan room in my cookbook canon. Pretty much the pan room is a collection of items that I really love, that I use all the time, and that I have in the pan room. Currently, of course, it doesn't have everything that I have in the pan room. I am building on this collection, and it will grow over the next few months. I have a lot of stuff in here already. If you are looking to develop your kitchen equipment collection, or you want some advice as to various options out there for you, you can come here to the pan room and you can look at some of the things that I have in my pan room. You can you can look at them by category, or you can just click the pan room and it will take you to the main page for the pan room. And I have buttons in here that are the same as the buttons in the drop down. So this gives you a little background of the pan room, and it allows you to get to all these areas. So say you want to look at cutlery. You click on cutlery, and here's some of the things that I have in the pan room. And a little explanation about each one. Types of knives, and what I really enjoy using. Also some sharpeners if you need to, well, everybody needs a sharpener. So here's some whetstones, splash and goes, and an electric sharpener. You can also go to like baking. And baking has all these subcategories: bakeware, bread making, cakes and cake decorating, stand mixers, hand mixers, and bread machines. So let's go to bread machines. And these are some of my favorite bread machines. If you go to small appliances, we can go food processors. And these are some of my favorite food processors. I love this. I could just go through this like all day and look at these things because I love gadgets. So this is the pan room. I also have stuff in here for pantry organization. Some fun tools that I used in my pantry organization project. And I also have things in here about tablescaping. I have links to the tablescapes that I've done in the past, because that's really becoming a really fun hobby for me. So like winter tablescapes, we got the holidays coming up, and we've got all the tablescapes I've done in the past for Christmas. And Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's fun, right? I'm going to be building this out more, but this is a start. So, in addition to the pan room, I've created a section for my cookbook library. And I have categories of cookbooks that I really love. This section is developing too, but there's a lot in here that's really great. So, I have all-purpose cookbooks, baking, American classics, grilling and barbecue, Mexico and South America, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, appliance cookbooks, professional cookbooks, and books for foodies. And again, if you click on the main menu, it's going to take you to a little bit about the cookbook canon and what I think about the cookbook canon. Basically, the cookbook canon is a list of foundational cookbooks and the sort of the best of the best in each category. Nobody really can agree what should be on that list. So what I encourage you to do is create your own cookbook canon. And that's basically your wish list, right? And these are some that are definitely on my cookbook canon. So if you click all-purpose cookbooks, you'll see some of the fundamental all-purpose cookbooks that I think everybody should have in their cookbook library. The Joy of Cooking, Mastering Art of French Cooking, Better Homes and Gardens, Betty Crocker. It goes on and on. This is going to become a huge resource as I develop it. Baking. Books I love on baking. All these have links. If you click either the image or the text, it will take you out to Amazon so you can take a look at the book yourself. I have American classics. I have appliance cookbooks. Here's Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Of course, simple fresh fruit, French food is going to be at the top of that list. I even have professional cookbooks. I have all of these and I really, really enjoy them for the techniques. I also have a section here on books for foodies. This right here is what I'm reading currently, and I absolutely love The Art of Eating. This is my current favorite. And these are all books that I've read. And so that's the cookbook canon. Okay, so the recipe database. So if you click on recipes, you can access the recipes two ways. You can go by featured categories. These are categories that I sort of believe that are the foundational, the most important categories that you're going to use. If you'd like to see me add different categories up here on the featured area, just let me know. So I have appetizers, breakfast and brunch, breads, soup, stews, and chilies, main dishes, side dishes, and desserts. My scroll bar doesn't want to move here. But you can also get to the recipes by pulling up categories. These are all the categories that are available in the recipe database. So tons of different things. I tried to use as many categories as I could, so it would give you a lot of variety. You can also pull them up by date, or you can search. You can search cookies. You can search by ingredients. You can search by any keyword, and it's going to pull up all the recipes under that keyword. So once you click on a recipe, you'll see the recipe comes up. You can pin it right here to Pinterest, and you can play the video right here from the recipe screen. Awesome, right? So you can follow along with the video along with the ingredients. So it gives all the ingredients and the instructions on creating it. It also has notes that provide links to all the equipment that I use, or as much of the equipment as I could find that's currently available that I used in the video. You can also hit this print button to get a print-friendly version that won't print all the graphics and stuff. That'll just print the recipe, and it'll print this little image on the recipe with the link. So you can leave a comment on the video if you click this button and create an account, an Amy Learns to Cook account. You log in and you can leave a comment and a review on the recipe. So I'm so excited about having all this new functionality with my website. My old website was just completely flat. There was really no place to put the recipes except if I put them on individual pages or attached as PDFs, but you couldn't fully search it. Now it's completely searchable, it's printable, all that fun stuff. And I really, really like that about this new website. So one of the things you'll notice is I do have a few ads on the website. What this does is it goes to support the videos. Eric is getting sort of at the end of his line about me spending all my personal money on equipment and all that fun stuff. We have invested a ton of money into the videos, my hobby, the videos. We have invested tons of money in being able to make the videos. And what these links do is I get a commission, a very small commission if you buy from any of these vendors. So I just really appreciate if you would give me that support because it helps me be able to bring more videos and to maintain the website. I have Amazon links in here. If you're going to purchase something from Amazon or from Walmart, please consider using the links. If you click the link, you get the same exact price on those websites. The only difference is I get a very, very small commission back to help support the show. It doesn't change anything about your shopping experience with them. It just goes to help support videos and, like I said, equipment, and supports the website. If you have any questions about cooking appliances or recipes or anything in general, feel free to hit that email button or to subscribe to me on any of the social media channels and shoot me a message or leave a comment on a video or within the Facebook group, and I'll get back to you with an answer, or at least with information. And again, if you want to get back to the homepage, you just click the logo or you click the home. So cooks, my new website is live, it's up, and it's ready to go. I'm so happy. This project was so much work for me. I'm not a web person, and so it has taken me a long time to get this website going. I really appreciate your patience. Look in the future to all my new recipes, as well as I'm going to be creating posts for a lot of the equipment reviews that I've done. So those will be an addition. They will be under this recipe tab by category. There will be a category in here for equipment reviews in the future. So look at that. That'll be all the reviews that I've done in the past and the ones going forward. So that's going to be a lot of fun. If you have any suggestions of what you would like to see added to my site, please let me know in the comments of the video. I really appreciate it. And also, what do you think of it? Go out and visit it and click around and let me know what you think about it. Just remember that this is like the amateur website builder who built this. So once again, thank you very much for joining me for this What's Up Wednesday, a look at the launch of the new AmyLearnsToCook.com. So happy that this website is up and available. I've been using it myself when I need one of my recipes. I pop in here and I go and I print it. So if there's something that you want to cook or something you've been cooking, the recipe is available for you now anytime. You can just pull it up off here, and so you can go ahead and cook it. So I really thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of the week. Happy Wednesday. And if you like this video, please subscribe below to my YouTube channel. And go ahead and hit the bell so you'll get notifications of my uploads. Also, visit me on my website. Yay! AmyLearnsToCook.com. Also, social media. I'm Facebook.com/group/AmyLearnsToCook. Pinterest and Twitter at AmyLearnsToCook. And Instagram, I'm at Cooking with Amy.